first on the Gulf Coast with breaking news and weather. Fox 10 Live starts now.
It is very satisfying to have the result that we had today. And that was really a combination of the hard work, starting with the Secret Service agent down there in Palm Beach County and the brave citizen from Palm Beach County, and the efforts from the Martin County Sheriff's Office and all of our partners.
First today, Ryan Ruth, the man convicted of trying to assassinate President Trump at a golf course, will spend the rest of his life in federal prison. U.S. District Judge Alan Cannon handed down the sentence today in Fort Pierce, Florida. The defense asked for a total of 27 years, 20 plus an additional 7 for the gun convictions. But prosecutors wanted Ruth to go to prison for life without parole, saying he spent weeks planning the attack. Ruth's attorney says they plan to appeal, though. A jury convicted Ruth in 2025 on 5 federal counts. The sentencing was originally set for December, but the judge agreed to move the date after Ruth opted to have an attorney represent him for the sentencing phase rather than represent himself. And with that, welcome into Fox 10 Live on your Wednesday. It's good to be with you all. I'm Ashlyn Mitchell. Let's continue our trending headlines of the day. President Trump speaking bluntly in the Oval Office about his suggestion that elections be taken over by Republicans in at least 15 Democrat-run areas and then nationalized. Now, the president first made those comments on a podcast Monday night. Then, on Tuesday, his press secretary Caroline Leavitt tried to walk back his remarks, explaining that the president was referring to the SAVE Act, which would mandate voter ID in nationwide elections. But just hours later, the president doubled down on his election takeover talk, claiming he doesn't understand why the feds don't already control the polls.
If a state can't run an election, I think the people behind me should do something about it. Because, you know, if you think about it, a state is an agent for the federal government in elections.
Those remarks immediately condemned by Democrats on Capitol Hill, who pointed out the Constitution mandates the states run elections, not the federal government. The president himself appointed National Intelligence Director Tulsi Gabbard to oversee election security as part of a, quote, whole of government effort. Well, an extraordinary act of courage happens off Australia's west coast. A 13-year-old boy swam about 2.5 miles in rough seas to get help for his stranded family. He was kayaking and paddleboarding with his mom and 2 siblings Friday when they were swept out to sea. He explains just how he made it back to shore.
I was fighting rough seas because I thought I saw something in the water and I was really scared. I was just thinking in my head, like thinking I was going to make it through. But I was also thinking about like all my friends at school and friends at my Christian youth.
Some scary, scary moments there. Rescue crews later found his mother and 2 siblings clinging to a paddleboard and brought them safely back to shore. Officials now calling the boys' effort superhuman and a reminder of how quickly conditions can easily turn dangerous in those offshore winds. That story today wraps up our trending headlines. Let's check in with Steve Alexander in the newsroom for a look at what our crews are following locally today.
This is Steve Alexander on the assignment desk. Some of the stories we're following today. A surprising development today in a cold case trial involving a fatal shooting that happened more than a decade ago, the murder trial of Javora Scarborough. Brendan Kirby's going to have that. Mobile police say that they've arrested a woman for second-degree assault. They said that she threw a hot food item at another woman, causing a minor burn injury. We'll have that. Also, a new police chief for a city in our area, and he has been the chief in a large city from another state. Dacia Smith covering that. And Hal Shurrock is following the Alabama legislature giving final passage to a bill that bans mud dumping in Mobile Bay. But what happens now?
Thanks, Steve. Now look at your forecast on the Fox 10 weather app. And we just posted a video here on the app talking about the cold weather advisory that just went into effect. Inland does not have a cold weather advisory. Coastal areas do. That's a threshold thing by the National Weather Service. Everybody's going to be cold tonight, and that's the key point here. We could see inland wind chill values going down into the 20-degree mark, maybe even teens in places like Thomasville. And I have that detailed here on the Fox 10 weather app. In fact, you can see some of the numbers there. 23 in Bruton, 19 Thomasville, 20 Wakerville, 21 Chatham. Really cold stuff there. Track radar on the Fox 10 weather app. Track the rain exiting the area, your wind and temperatures, also a layer available on the Fox 10 weather app that you can look at. Head to the hourly and daily section. That daily section does highlight tomorrow for the cold weather that we are expecting. Let's get to temperatures right now. 61 degrees in Pensacola and Mobile, 59 degrees in Pensacola, 61 in Gulf Shores. Notice inland quite a bit colder. That is 47 degrees in Grove Hill. Cooler air is working in. We have a deck of clouds now across the central part of the state here. That's been keeping them socked in. We have had some very, very nice clearing, though, for portions of our local area. The satellite radar shows portions of Greene, Washington, and Clark counties, also some portions of Monroe County, like Frisco City, all in blue sky and a sunnier picture here. We have some upper level clouds right now in Mobile. Pensacola is mostly cloudy, and we still have had a couple extra rain showers in Niceville. Wind is also something that we're noticing. It's picking up a little bit. We have wind gusts around 15 miles per hour. We're going to have wind gusts around 20 miles per hour through the overnight and into tomorrow morning. This is Thursday at 5 a.m. and 17 miles per hour, 20 miles per hour, 22 miles per hour. Some of the numbers that you see. That is going to take that morning temperature, which is mostly in the 30s, low 30s, and it's going to knock it way down. That feels like temperature, that wind chill is going to be a bit rough. So tomorrow morning, 28, 29 for Grove Hill, Monroeville, 32 Mobile, 34 in Pensacola. But the wind chill value down into the low 20s, 20 in Grove Hill and Monroeville, 23 in Mobile, 25 in Molino, 25 in Pensacola, 28 in Destin. With this, we have a cold weather advisory midnight tonight to 8 a.m. on Thursday. So just bundle up as you're heading out the door. We have posted new information about this on our Fox 10 Facebook pages, so be sure to check that out. Just search our names on Facebook, and there you can follow the team and get your regular weather updates.
And you know what time it is. It's time for your story on this Wednesday. Nick, we have some great pictures and videos to look forward to.
Yes, let's just get right to it.
All right, this one is from Catherine, and she calls this one the rising and setting of the February snow moon. You need to help me out with this. What is the snow moon?
So the snow moon is the name for the full moon of February.
Okay.
And it, of course, is the snow moon because of typically in February, we're dealing with some kind, not we as in us, but somewhere around the country, you're dealing with some kind of snow. And a lot of folks were really dealing with snow during this, so there were some pretty scenes from other parts of the country. It's a pretty bright moon. It is not the brightest, not at least in this case, it was not the brightest, not the fullest, but it's been really bright. Even last night, it was still at pretty decent fullness there, pretty decent illumination, and it lit up the clouds as they were rolling in, so it was a pretty sight there. But I love photos like this, so thank you for sending them in.
Love the beams coming off as well.
Yeah, that one almost looks like the sun. It's so bright. All right, this photo, wow. So Matthew Rickard sending this one in. This is Orange Beach at sunrise. I believe that's the Caribe over off in the distance there.
This is stunning. I want to put this one on my living room wall, seriously, in a frame. I love it. It's gorgeous.
So this is a drone shot, I'm pretty sure. This was from yesterday morning. And I just posted this one on my Facebook page, but it's photos like these that make our day. So thank you for sending this one in. We want to show more photos like this, so please send them in.
Yes, I echo that. This next one comes from John. He says, I'm visiting my mother here in Fort Walton Beach, I assume, and the weather is so nice compared to the freezing weather in Kentucky. I just had to go out, wash my car, and drive around with the top down. John, you look like you're having a blast out there. I love this selfie.
This is what you want to be able to do now. I used to have a convertible.
Did you really?
Yes, that was, so, was it my first car?
Fancy.
I think it was, I don't know.
I've never
but I
heard
used
this
to have a
story.
convertible, and I dream of weather like that you see in the photo. So great, thank you for saying that in.
And I can only imagine how cold it's been.
We get to return to this kind of weather next week.
Okay, so I'm excited. So enjoy driving around for now, John, in that weather. This next one comes from Amber McDonald. This is Zena sitting poolside. Oh, just soaking in the sun rays right here.
Yeah, we'll be able to sit poolside again next week.
I'm ready to get to next week at
I
this
know,
point. We just
me
keep
too.
talking about next week.
I know,
let's just
like
get there right
I get
now.
to go outside. I literally locked myself in.
Yeah.
I can't go outside
In the cold,
like this.
you can't do it.
I like I'm gonna be outside later today.
So you've
I
been
have-
like hibernating, waiting on this week
Yes.
to come.
Yes,
I think
I
a
need
lot
it.
of people are with you. I like the cold, but I'm
There's a
over it
reason
now.
I live down here. I literally can't stand.
Yeah, you would not survive the Midwest.
No, it's
By no
not fun.
means.
All right, Trina and Carlos Boykin. This is Shade and Sophie
Oh.
chilling on the couch.
I love the names.
Cute cuties there. That was me, except I was in my bed. I really wasn't in my bed this weekend. I was more like sitting at the computer doing,
Hey,
clicking around.
I don't
doing
blame
work
you.
stuff,
Stay
doing
inside,
whatever.
stay cozy while you can. And Shade and Sophie have some really beautiful days to look forward to again
Yes.
next week. And we would love to see your pictures. We also really want to push this. We want to see your Mardi Gras photos specifically.
Yes.
As parades are rolling on both sides of the bay this week, we want to see your beads, your throws, behind the scenes, all the things.
I will be throwing in the Daphne Parade later on this week, and I will be
Y'all
going to Toomey
have
soon.
some really, really good throws. Don't miss it.
Yes, so I'll see you then. You just got to submit those photos in the Fox 10
All right,
Weather app.
we'll see you.
Plus, why secondhand shopping is the new first choice. Investigate TV Plus.
Today, committed to you. This is Fox 10 Live.
Welcome back into the show. This story is for Nick. This
Yes,
afternoon,
yes, it is.
Coca-Cola is expanding its cherry lineup.
So the company says its new cherry float flavor delivers a nostalgic twist on the cherry flavor with a smooth, creamy vanilla profile.
A zero sugar version of this new drink is available as well.
That's for me. And fans of Diet Coke Cherry can find it back on shelves back to popular demand.
How excited are you? Scale of 1 to 10.
A 10. I am ecstatic for this. So I love a new Coke flavor. For those that don't know, I do drink probably a little too much
He's
Coke Zero.
addicted to Coke Zero.
But it's okay. I'll survive.
In
I
fact,
hope.
there's one on his desk a feet
Yes,
away from
I
us right
just
now.
opened another one. But I'm excited for this flavor. I like the different flavors.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
nice.
they're good, and I'm excited for you. Well, one popular sports bar and arcade chain wants you to put a ring on it this Valentine's Day.
To celebrate the holiday of love, Dave & Buster's is placing 5 diamond engagement rings inside its Human Crane game at select locations.
What? The 3-carat rings are designed by Platinum Days and are worth $15,000 each.
Are you kidding me? Meanwhile, the Human Crane is a full-body experience that lowers guests into a pit of oversized prizes where they can try to grab what they want before being pulled up.
Valentine's Day is one of the most popular days of the year for proposals, as we know, and Dave & Buster's says it wants to make popping the question, quote, bold, memorable, and entirely unexpected. What do we think about this?
I have not seen this Human Crane thing before, but it does
Either.
sound fun.
We have a Dave & Buster's very close to us. At the
Literally
Fox 10
across the
studios. You can
street.
literally see it from us. This is pretty awesome, though. That's an expensive ring.
Yeah, no, that if you could snag one of those, if you needed it.
Yeah, I'm
In a
on
pinch,
board.
go to Dave
I'm on board
Buster's.
with these rings over the Longhorn Steakhouse rings that we were talking
Oh.
about last week.
If you did not hear, it was steak rings, like literally.
Literally made out of steak.
Yes,
This is
yeah,
better.
that's not a good idea. All right, forecast time. Here we go. Cold weather advisory is in effect once again. This is going to be a cold night tonight. We have very cold wind chills down to around 21 degrees. And I think the lowest wind chills will actually be inland, despite the fact that we have a cold weather advisory for the coast. This has to do with the thresholds from the National Weather Service. The threshold's a little bit more harder to achieve inland. It has to be in the teens, and we're not there completely yet for tonight's forecast, but it does meet the threshold for our coastal areas cold weather advisory. Guys, it's going to be cold anyways, so don't let that kind of confuse you. 23 in McLean and Leakesville tonight, 25 in Pascagoula. That is the wind chill. That is the apparent temperature. That is the temperature that you feel. 22 in Mount Vernon, Citronelle, 26 in Mobile, 25 Fairhope, 24 Robertsdale and Foley, 27 in Gulf Shores in Orange Beach. So a really cold night tonight. In Northwest Florida, Crestview, Holt, 25 and 26 degrees. Payson, Milton at 25 and 26 degrees. 26 in Pensacola, 26 Navarre. Niceville and Destin at 27 21 and 29. Jay and Century at 23 and 24, as well as Walnut Hill. Then you have the locations that could get around to 19 degrees. 20, 24, Franklin and Beatrice, 20 in Monroeville, 19 in Thomasville, 20 in Grove Hill, 23 in Bruton, and 21 in Chatham. Please bundle up tomorrow morning. This is going to be a very short-lived period of freezing temperatures, but it's going to be a long enough period where you're really going to need to bundle up, because the day tomorrow is going to be a bit breezy and chilly through pretty much the entire day. So here's your forecast for wind gusts through the morning. Wind gusts around 20 miles per hour, so be ready for it there. Here's hour by hour those wind gusts around 20, and they finally die off towards the end of the day. So forecast highs tomorrow only in the 50s, low 50s, in fact only at 50 degrees in our inland spots. Some folks could stay in the 40s with the wind, makes it feel chilly, but that long range forecast that we have been talking about looks really promising if you like temperatures in the 70s. When is our next rain chance? Based on what I've seen in the long-range models, it comes maybe towards the end of next week. There's a decent little bit of uncertainty. So parade forecast, cool for Thursday. Friday, we have serious improvements, 56 degrees, clear sky, that 7-day outlook. You can see the temperatures getting up into the 70s in the long-range forecast.
All right, Nick, thank you. Well, click your heels and grab your leashes. It's time for Mystic Mutts of Revelry, where animal lovers can head to downtown Fairhope to revel for a good cause. And this year, they have a very Oz-tastic theme. Here with much more on the event are Shannon and Jolene. Ladies, it's good to have you back on the show.
Good to see you.
So I'm loving the Mardi Gras beads, all the colors today. And we have a very special guest with us today.
Yes.
Who is this?
This is Jazzy. She is up for adoption. She's been at the shelter for 6 months. Wow. We really need somebody to take this beautiful girl home. She's too interested in treats for you. Come here.
She is
Let's
precious.
see your
I
pretty
will
face.
say she has had the best energy on the show so far today. You can just tell she's a sweet demeanor.
Yes.
Lots of energy, would be great for a family as well. Let's talk a little bit about what's happening this Saturday, starting with you.
Well, Jolene and I are co-chairs of the event. I think this is our 9th year to chair, and the parade continues to grow every year. We are way ahead of, usually it's like a game day decision based on the weather, but we have done extremely well this year with pre-registrations. We think we're probably going to have around 400 to 500 people and pets in the parade, and we normally have 10,000 plus on the route.
That's
so
incredible.
yeah.
And you know, we're taking a look back at years in the past.
Oh, that's the year it rained.
Always,
that's a bad year.
Oh, well, I will say, I know it's always a wonderful turnout, a little rainy in that video,
Yes.
but I will say people come for the dogs, and
Yes.
it's always an amazing time. Seeing the different breeds, can you quickly give us just details on the time as well?
Yes, the parade rolls at 3. Registration starts in Fairhopers Park at 1 p.m. on Saturday. We do have the Chick-fil-A cow as our MC this year. He's kind of quiet, but he'll be there for pictures.
I love it.
So he's always a fun one to see. We have a new Chick-fil-A coming to Fairhope, so he is going to be there promoting that. And we will have all paws lining up about 2:30, and people usually start, now that our route is fully barricaded, it starts at the park and makes the full block, and we have lots of people and lots of fun.
And it sounds like a dream, and this year it should be beautiful with the weather.
Yes,
so we're very
yes.
excited for that. I know your organization is now in its 24th year.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about why this event will benefit you all.
Well, it used to be it used to be the biggest fundraiser, but now we have another event in the fall called Tales of Hope, which is a gala that's also fabulous. But this is just something that has grown over the years. People now make a day of it in Fairhope. They come to MMOR at 3, and then they stay for KOER, which is the men's parade Saturday night. And so the downtown merchants love it because lots of people eat and shop. And yes, these are my treats. Yes,
Let's sit back down. She deserves those treats. She's doing such a good job today.
So it really has turned into a day that people look forward to spend the day downtown, which is great for everybody.
Last but not least, if folks are at home watching this cute little puppy, how can they adopt her?
If you visit either the Haven's website at havenforanimals.org or our Facebook page and ask about Jazzy, and she is just precious. If I didn't already have 3, we'd have, well, 2.5. One's my daughter's. And then
I have
you
2.
have,
I love
yes,
that.
so.
I have 1, and I'm trying to convince my husband for another dog.
They're
So we'll
like
see if it
potato
works
chips.
this time.
You can't
right?
have just one.
That's what I'm saying. Well, listen,
Yeah,
thank you
you're
so much for being on the show
Thank
today.
you.
Thank you, Jazzy, for coming as well. If you want more information, we'll have it on our website, fox10tv.com, for the parade this weekend. It's 3:22. We're taking a live look into downtown Mobile right now. We'll be back with more Fox 10 Live after this.
The case review is free.
Call 251-444-7000.
Today's question of the day, what is your favorite flavor of king cake and your favorite store to buy it from?
Sally L. Wilkinson, cream cheese from Rouse's.
Yeah.
Unlike a Rouse's king cake.
Yeah. Kathy Haddon says my favorite is, how do we say this?
Randazzo's.
Randazzo's, and ordering from kids who are raising funds to attend cheer camp or whatever makes it taste all the better.
A lot of people talk about Randazzo's cheesecake.
never had it.
Or cheesecake.
King
cake. Bethany Brown, Bavarian cream and Need Bread in Leakesville, Mississippi makes the best I've ever eaten.
I love it. Shannon Goodson says pecan, however you say it, praline cream cheese, Shannon's Confectionery Cottage. Never heard of this one.
Jessica Smith sending our next one in, brown butter cream cheese from Dropout Bakery and cream cheese from Bakery and Company, and cream cheese from Bread by Beck Bake Shop and Carbs Distributor. I am having
That's how you know it's good. You know it's going to be really good. Okay, this next one from Valerie Davis. Gourmet Goodies and Daphne make a delicious Dubai chocolate and strawberry king cake. It's amazing. Okay, that sounds really good.
And then Jessica McDonald, cookie dough king cake from Rouse's. The cookie dough. There you go.
Again.
I like mine filled.
Okay.
And I like it as moist as humanly possible. We had King Cake Week earlier on the 8 a.m. show. That was really good.
Yeah, we've had some really good treats. I'm not the biggest king cake fan, but I'm starting to like it. Again, didn't really grow up with king cake or Mardi Gras, but the first slice I ever had a little baby in it. So I think I got pretty lucky.
Stuck.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck for life. Well, listen, thank you for submitting your answers. Thank you for spending time with us here on Fox 10 Live. Anything else, Nick?
Happy Mardi Gras. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Let the good times roll. See you at 4.